Hey folks, welcome to Shooting Up North. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. We're right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me today. January 8th, Impact Wrestling's Hard to Kill pay-per-view takes place, and my oh my, what a card of professional wrestling this is. The show is stacked from top to bottom. It's going to be an absolutely tremendous show. And for anyone out there that's Impact Wrestling haters, saying Impact Wrestling's got 6 months to live, 6 months before they go out of business, or nobody watches Impact Wrestling, or all the top stores, or nobody goes to Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill is going to be an incredible show from start to finish. Anyone that I know that hasn't watched Impact Wrestling, that was knocking Impact Wrestling, when they find out who's actually in Impact Wrestling and they watch a show, they continue watching Impact Wrestling, because Impact Wrestling, it's not a perfect promotion, but it's an excellent promotion with great talent. And Hard to Kill is going to be a great show. As I said, the show is stacked from top to bottom. Let's get into it. My preview of the show and predictions. So let's get into it. Jonathan Gresham, the Ring of Honor heavyweight champion. He has one version of it. Bandito has another version of it. But Jonathan Gresham defends his version of the original Ring of Honor World Championship against Chris Sabin. And this is going to be just a spectacular match. Gresham and Sabin, they match up very, very well together. Their styles, they're going to click instantly, and this is going to be just a tremendous professional wrestling match. I can't wait for this one, and I hope it's not just a one-off appearance by Jonathan Gresham. I hope we see many more appearances by Jonathan Gresham in Impact Wrestling. He's officially a free agent. His wife, Jordan Grace, working for Impact Wrestling. We'll have to see more of Jonathan Gresham, but this is going to be a great match. This match could be a show stealer, actually. Unbelievable. It's great that Impact Wrestling is keeping the Ring of Honor name alive and in public view with this match. Jonathan Gresham defending the Ring of Honor World Championship against Chris Sabin. So it's going to be a great match. Jonathan Gresham's not going to lose the Ring of Honor title to Chris Sabin. Going to be a great match, but Jonathan Gresham will retain. They'll shake hands after the match, and they'll be a post-match hug. Sabin will probably raise Jonathan Gresham's arm, and then Gresham will raise Sabin's arm. But it's going to be a great match. But Jonathan Gresham definitely retains in this match. Another match, X Division Championship. My goodness, this is going to be another potential show stealer. Trey Miguel, the Impact Wrestling X Division champion, defending against Steve Macklin, and they have a great history together. They're feuding right now. The storyline feud is great. I've been following the feud. It's fantastic. Steve Macklin's come in, and he's been absolutely fantastic. As soon as he stepped foot in Impact Wrestling ring, he's become one of the top stars of the X Division. And this is going to be a great match. I love the feud right now, as I said, between Miguel and Steve Macklin. Macklin, again, a tremendous wrestler, and Trey Miguel also just a phenomenal talent. And this is going to be an absolute war for the X Division Championship. I can't wait for this one either. This is going to be a great one. I'm going with Steve Macklin. I think Steve Macklin's going to defeat Trey Miguel and become the new X Division champion. I was reading today that Steve Macklin was originally supposed to be brought in with Wesley Blake, I believe that's the name, as a tag team, but they decided, Steve Macklin decided he wanted to try a solo run, and I'm glad he made that decision, because this solo run right now in Impact Wrestling is just fantastic. Steve Macklin really, as I said, one of the top stars of the X Division right now, and I'm picking Steve Macklin to defeat Trey Miguel in an absolute war for the X Division Championship. I can't wait for this one either. This is going to be fantastic as well. The Knockouts Tag Team Championship on the line, as Casey Lee and Jessica McKay, the Inspiration, the Knockouts Tag Team Champions, defend against the Influence, Madison Rain and Tennille Dashwood, with Caleb with a K. This is going to be a very, very entertaining match as well. Big fans of the Inspiration, very talented. They work well in the ring, and their feud with the Influence is tailor-made. I initially thought the Inspiration and the Influence were going to was going to be the Inspirations. They were going to be feuding with them right off the bat when they came in, but then we waited a few months, and now we got the match, the Inspiration versus the Influence. I have a feeling The inspiration is not going to lose. The inspiration is going to retain 100%. But I have a feeling that Tennille Dashwood's going to turn on Madison Rayne and become part of the Inspiration faction. That's. I have a feeling. I have a gut feeling that's going to happen. I feel that Tennille Dashwood's going to turn, but we'll see. It's going to be. This should be a very good one as well. But I'm picking the Inspiration. Cassie Lee and Jessica McKay. Whether Tennille Dashwood turns or not, either way, the Inspiration retains. They won't lose the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship. Then we have the 10-man Hardcore War. It's going to be Eddie Edwards. It's supposed to be Rich Swann. I'm going to talk about Rich Swann in a second. Willie Mack, Heath, and Rhino taking on the Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers, Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Violent by Design, Eric Young, Diener, and Joe Doring. This should be an absolute war as well. Rich Swann, he unfortunately has COVID. From what I've been reading, he had to cancel an independent date. Don't know if he's going to be ready for Hard to Kill. I know he had to cancel a date. I think it was last week. Don't know if he's going to be ready for Hard to Kill. So we might see a replacement for Rich Swann in this match. If we do see a replacement, it kind of opens a door for somebody from Ring of Honor, or formerly of Ring of Honor, maybe a release NXT, former NXT star, a WWE guy to come in and take his place. But I hope Rich Swann is okay, and I hope Rich Swann does in fact compete in this match. But he doesn't. We're definitely going to see a replacement. I would be okay with any replacement, and don't get upset with me. As long as it's not Tommy Dreamer, because Hardcore War, hardcore Tommy Dreamer. So there is a Tommy Dreamer being back in the fold now in Impact Wrestling. So there's a possibility that if it's not Rich Swann, we're going to see Tommy Dreamer making his return. I know BQ over the Impact Lounge doesn't want Tommy Dreamer either. I say just I would hope it's anybody but Tommy Dreamer. My first choice, of course, is Rich Swann. But if Rich Swann doesn't make it, I hope it's anybody but Tommy Dreamer. That's just how I feel. But the odds are it will be Tommy Dreamer if it's not Rich Swann, especially if they have to make a last-minute decision. But this is going to be a great match. I'm going with Violent by Design and the Good Brothers to be victorious in this one. Or possibly, I don't know. I mean, the Good Brothers, they need a new team to feud with, and there's Heath and Rhino, so maybe it could go either way. Actually, maybe Heath or Rhino get the win over Gallows or Anderson, and then they that begins a feud between Heath and Rhino versus Good Brothers. But I think the Good Brothers and Violent by Design are going to be victorious in this one. But it's going to be a great match as well. Then we have the match that I'm waiting for. Then we have the match that I cannot wait to see. Josh Alexander, the walking weapon, against Jonah. This is going to be an absolutely effing huge effing war. I don't want to curse, so I'm just abbreviating, but this is going to be such a physical battle between two top stars in professional wrestling. Jonah making his debut, visually attacking Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander finally able to get his hands on Jonah, and it's going to be just an absolute physical war. I can't wait. Just thinking about it gets me excited. This match is going to be so freaking good. It's going to be hard to pick a winner here. You think Josh Alexander, he's trying to get that match with Moose. And if he loses, it'll set him back some more. But then you got Jonah, who is signed into a rebellion. And is he going to sign past Rebellion? Is he going to re-sign with it? So it's up in the air whether he's going to re-sign with Impact Wrestling or not. But Jonah already did say that he wants a shot at Moose and the Impact Wrestling World Championship. So it's hard to. I honestly, I don't think there's going to be a winner in this match. I think it's going to become. I think it's going to be a no contest, maybe a double disqualification, or the referee's going to lose control of the match and just throw the whole thing out. I don't think we're going to get a clear-cut winner here. So my prediction is it's going to be a no contest. That's my prediction, and maybe they'll set up a rematch between the two. But I'm saying there's not going to be a clear-cut winner here. I don't see a clear-cut winner here. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I'm thinking maybe Josh Alexander because he's trying to get his hands on Moose, but no, I think it's going to be a no contest. I think the match is going to be thrown out. Reff's going to lose control. So then we have the inaugural Knockouts Ultimate X match. The winner becomes the number one contender for the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Championship. Chelsea Green versus Jordan Grace versus Lady Frost versus Rachel Ellering versus Rosemary versus Tasha Steeles. So this is a historic match. It's the first time ever the Knockouts are participating in an Ultimate X match, and this is going to be a great match as well. Lots of talent in this match. And the winner, of course, becomes the number one contender for the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Championship. You could go with Chelsea Green, but I'm not sure. I think they're going to go with somebody new. I think we're going to get a new challenger. I'm picking Tasha Steeles. I'm picking Tasha Steeles to win this match to become the number one contender for the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Championship because Jordan Grace is already, she's had a run as the Impact Wrestling Knockouts champion. Rosemary has been around for so long, legend of Impact Wrestling. Rachel Ellering possibly, that's a new possible new opponent there. Lady Frost is so talented, but I don't think she's going to win this one. I don't think it's her time yet. Chelsea Green, I don't know. I think they're going with, I think Tasha Steeles. I'm picking Tasha Steeles. 100%. Tasha Steeles wins this match and becomes the number one contender for the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Championship. And this is going to be a great one. This is going to be a great one as well. Very interested to see some of the move sets that they're going to pull off in this match. But it's going to be a great one. But when all is said and done, Tasha Steeles, in my opinion, will be victorious in this one. And then we have the Texas Death Match for the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Championship. Mickie James, the champion, 101 against Deonna Purrazzo. This is going to be an absolute war as well. But I'm picking Deonna Purrazzo to win back the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Championship. Purrazzo, one of the best wrestlers in the world, in my opinion. I think you can make a case for her being the best women's wrestler in the world. I don't think she ever should have lost the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Championship. I don't think she should have dropped it to Su Yung. I don't think she should have dropped it to Mickie James. I think she should have had an extra long run as champion. But unfortunately, I don't call the shots. But she regains the title 100% against Mickie James in an absolute spectacular match between two top talents. But Purrazzo, without a doubt, becomes a new Impact Wrestling Knockouts champion for the third time, and then that sets up a match between her and Tasha Steeles because Tasha Steeles is winning the Ultimate X match to become the number one contender. Then we have the main event. It's going to be Moose in a three-way match. Moose, the Impact Wrestling World Champion, defending against Matt Cardona and W. Morrissey. And I just want to say there's no way in hell that Moose loses the Impact Wrestling, the Knockouts, Impact Wrestling World Championship. No way in hell. It's going to be a great match. We're going to see some great moves. We're going to see some high-risk moves in this match as well. It's going to be great back-and-forth action. But Moose, without a doubt, is retaining the Impact Wrestling World Championship. Without a doubt. There's no way he's losing this match. But it's going to be a great one. It's going to be a great one. So once again, this card is stacked from top to bottom. And it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait for Hard to Kill. You can get it on Fight TV. It's available now. As a matter of fact, I got to order it today. I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm going to order it today. But it's, again, a stack card. You can't miss it. And for all you Impact Wrestling haters out there, I dare you to watch Hard to Kill. I dare you to watch Hard to Kill, because after you watch Hard to Kill, you're not going to be an Impact Wrestling hater anymore. Trust me, because this is going to be a great show from start to finish. Man, I can't wait. This Saturday, January 8th, from Dallas, Texas. It's sold out too. Sold out in Dallas, Texas. It's going to be a great show. I can't wait. So, all right. So we're going to leave it at that for now. That's my Hard to Kill preview and predictions. And I'm watching Anything Breaks. I'll be back. But until then, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye-bye.